I think this timeline, I do agree with what the timeline that SPCE said. It goes in line with what staff is already doing. And it sounds like the technical expertise from Silicon Valley Clean Energy is something that staff can leverage. I know we're always looking for that. And obviously now, since 11 cities have done it around us, they have best practices. They understand the process on getting that in there. Reading over some of the neg decks that are coming through, like 10th and Chestnut and Garlic Industries, I see these builders struggling to find ways to reduce the negative impact on the environment and the greenhouse gas emissions. And it doesn't mean that they don't know that they can build all electric. Obviously, they probably could, but I think that a lot of times just buying your carbon offsets doesn't really help the city of Gilroy. It still means that there's going to be greenhouse gas emissions for the next 100 years while that development's there. And especially with the EV charging stations, sometimes we play catch up with ourselves. And like you said, if we were to adopt the 2019 REACH code right now, we would end up having, probably it would be standard next year anyways. But we constantly see these older developments like Target and the outlets just put in more EV charging stations. And some of them have already had the conduit and the runway sitting in there. But a lot of times if you sell off that, like Hecker Pass complex has it, and a lot of times if you just sell it off, well, that infrastructure never really gets put in place because I imagine it's expensive to pull it out of the ground in the conduits. So I'm for this, and I think that it'll still give staff plenty of time to do the community outreach, which is a big concern of mine too. And not only that, but the developers outreach that you all do as well. Thank you.
All right.